My name's Caleb Davis. I'm the owner of Gamers Headquarters here in Topeka, Kansas. We're at 21st Engage, right by Slotsky's. Basically, we have a new thing we do on Fridays called Round 2 at the HQ. It's just a small gathering of local fighters that like to kind of join the community, that kind of thing. We usually have about 3 or 4 games that we showcase, like Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter. Blaze Blue's been a big one recently. We go old and new, doesn't really matter, new games, old games. And for the most part, we just get together for about 4 or 5 hours and a few bucks to get in the door, and you've got unlimited play on all the games. It's a really good way to kind of get everybody together. A lot of guys are forced to play online, which no one likes doing that for fighting games. That way you can kind of meet new people, get a lot better practice. It's better to get practice, one-on-one, with a friendly community. So we do it every single Friday so far. We haven't missed, well, we missed one Friday, but that was for Mega Cake last weekend. So that was the big giant fighting event. Otherwise, it's every single Friday. It's officially 3 p.m. And then it goes till 7 o'clock. And it's $3 to get in. We give you a little bracelet when you get in the door, and we actually give you a few bucks in tokens as well, because we have a few fighting games in the back on the arcade machines. The only catch is we have a cap on it. It's usually 12 most nights and 16 on special occasions. So it fills up pretty quickly, unfortunately. But that's something to do if you don't want to do the usual thing on Friday. You can come in here and game up with us. We usually, most of the time, it ends up being on PS3 or 360. Sometimes we go back to the GameCube. Smash Brothers is huge. That's always been one of the biggest communities, so we have Smash quite often. That's usually GameCube or the Wii. But we go back to 64, even Super Nintendo. We've done Street Fighter 2, like from 15, 20 years ago. So yeah, it's kind of all over the place. And usually we just take requests from the community on Facebook. Whatever you guys want to play next week, we just kind of pull everyone to see what they want to play. So it's pretty fluid, pretty flexible as far as what games we do. It's pretty simple. I love video games, and I didn't want to have a real job, so I just figured I'd just sell video games for a living and figure out how to make it work. And so far, so good. It's an awesome job. It's a lot of hours. It really is. I say late nights and early mornings, but it's games. I mean, you really can't complain about that kind of job, however much you work. So it's definitely a dream job. Everyone's really cool in the community. I wasn't sure how big it was going to be or how small it's going to be, but so far it's been received pretty well, and that makes me really happy. That's a good feeling. The big thing for me was the community that's created so far. There's hundreds of people that come into the shop that I've never met before, and they're like almost best friends now. I mean, I've met so many awesome people, and other people have met people through the store, which is easily one of the best things about the shop, hands down. Everyone's here on Friday night. Believe it or not, you wouldn't think a video game store would have a crowd on Friday night, but it's usually pretty packed. Everyone's playing the arcades. It's just a really cool atmosphere, and it's a lot more laid back than a lot of places. And it's cheap. We've got lounges and couches, multi-purpose room in the back there. You can play cards, Magic the Gathering, Pokemon, whatever. So it's a really cool little get-together area.